There's seriously a crow fucking crowing outside right now. Crows all the fucking time. I swear to God.
So I want to start this thing where it's like a network of just individuals that are doing, providing a service like locally, even like we use like a network like this or whatever stupid social platform that it's on and but then promote those people. So like this playlist that I'm starting, which I've added this video to, I just need to make a public, but I'm sharing this video though. And instead, until I get around to figuring out how to do that and then just become like a thing. It's like that Haley Joel Osment movie, Pay It Forward, which the Wendy's in Glenwood there. About a month ago, whoever was working the night shift, I'd gone through a couple times doing DoorDash and just, I don't know where they gave me a F. Frosty, and I was like, running on dude, that's F. Red Sweet, I go for a Frost, thank you. And then they're like, yeah, don't worry about it. And they just said, pay it forward. And I'm like, it's like the movie. And he's like, yeah. And it's like, I was like, F. Right on, dude. Like I just didn't know or wasn't expecting rather somebody to remember that movie too, especially from that long ago. And he didn't seem anywhere near as old as I was. Maybe not F. If I know, anyways, the F. Point here is that you excuse my language. It's very, up to C, even with its asterisk, says the keyboard of that. I speak this words out into like text. You just, because I'm lazy and I don't like to use my thumbs like that, speak it. And then when it hears a curse word, it just, it makes sure you don't have to see that vulgarity in those letters, put together in that precise way, even though you get the context anyways, because it gives you the first one. Sometimes if you make the curse word very long or extravagant, like C, mother F. Okay, that's not that extravagant, but anyways. The point being is to pay it forward by promoting people to invest into that being the whole premise. All it is a share and a quick post and you help somebody, live their dreams or just whatever they want to do. And that isn't the grind, but it's just a, healthy, fun, fulfilled life.
That's me. It's just read back to me in that voice. And that's how I find that fucking hilarious because that sounds so relatable. I relate to that. Whoever's speaking, that lady, I just said that. I literally just said that. These words. And then had it read back to me, and that's what I recorded here. And it's my way of like analyzing myself. But it's so funny though, like listening to it. It reminds me of Carl Pilkington. If you're not familiar, Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, and they have this friend Carl Pilkington. And there's this show called An Idiot Abroad. It was on HBO, and then there was like another one too. That was an animated series. Very much what I envisioned this kind of to be, just listening to that now. I'm like, that's my, I mean, there's like, yeah, me fucking doing the, hey, it's me, Bozo, Joe Cadobo, with the fucking other voice, and shit, which is fun too. But like, I'm just trying to tell a story, man. Like, that's all I'm trying to do. And like, share some insightful things and spread like positive messages and use my skill sets in the ways that I can think of that best suit the world that I want to live in as my future. You know what I mean? Like, no matter where that might be, where my fucking feet fall eventually, if they ever will, because I'm an on the move fucking guy. I really am. I've come to find out. And that's okay. It's just, I never envisioned necessarily that it'd be this way, but the more I think back about it through contemplations, I'm just like, yeah, that's always kind of been the way. I'm like a life on the road dog. That's, it's been my life though. I mean, even when it wasn't, it kind of was too, even in like high school and shit, bouncing around from friends' houses and all these things, like very much fun. I've always had a good time doing that, but like now later in life and then being like, oh fuck, what am I supposed to do? And like, I got all this written down, all these things and like trying to tell this story and like, while not talking to anybody that I once knew. And then being like, hey, everybody that I once knew, look at all this shit that I fucking talk and do about. And like, and I'm just sitting here over by myself and I'm like, well, fuck. And then and then you get into like projections and shit, not on just not just on them in any particular degree, but just people in your surroundings. Doesn't matter where you're at. You're going to have these projections as long as you're in that environment. And then the more context you add to it, the more projection that goes about, especially when you get to the gossip and the babble and the blah, 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 as you go about, like fucking, these are just things and elements to society that I see. And like, how do you go about fucking talking about that? And me like, how do you know all that? And feel like, well, I became very aware. I don't know what else to tell you. It just sort of happened. The more you become aware, the more you become aware. And then you're like, oh shit, I'm hyper aware. And you're like, fuck, what does one do with a hyper awareness with a mind like mine that likes to fucking hop, skip, and travel all about time, so far as like you project in your mind's eye, like when you think about an era, or like especially in history, when you're thinking about a subject or learning that subject in history, you're projecting your mind back to that time. You see what I'm saying here? Or the story of that time that you're being told, you know? And that's where your projection there then goes. And the more shared projection to that same story, the more that reality becomes present in your mind as the reality of which you are then operating from and forth and with. But not always necessarily having to be the case, very much so, especially in recent going backwards history, but then more so unfolding and more so just sort of dynamically folding in as to being known as like always known, but not necessarily known, but then being discovered, rediscovered again. You know, you get into a very weird fucking space here. And then you're talking about like your belief structures and how you operate in them. You want the master course right here, buddy? You got it. This is it. This is me. I don't know how any more else real I can be than just sitting out here fucking looking at something in the sky. It looks like an airplane of sorts flashing right by. I guess I could show you too. I'm such a dickhead. I forget why I do the things I do sometimes. See, look at it go. Ah, there's the moon. What's up, moon? Dude, this is just like when you get full contact me, there's a lot there, and not a lot of people can handle it. I don't know if I've given a lot of people this because I haven't had all this to give necessarily in this manner yet. And that's part of the journey. That's what we're doing here, right? Everybody's journey. Best I know is the fucking Queens of the Stone Age song. Oh fuck, how's it go? It's live until you die. Live until you die. That's about it. It's about all you can do. It doesn't matter what train of thought or spiritual path, journey, or fucking set forth area that you're looking to go to in a spatial place and space and time that is outside of right now, and which is the happily ever after. So we like to think, but what is a happily ever after? In today's world, what does that mean to anybody that's just anybody that doesn't have, you know, a dollar here, there, more than fucking 50 cents to their name? Or anybody else that doesn't have, you know, the ability, they have these agreements and things that tie them to this or tie them to that. What freedom do they have to go here, there, or wherever and do whatever they want, but follow their dreams and still have the ability to make a lifestyle based upon their like pursuits and like what they like to do and interests and culturally and heritagely, like what they pass through that sticks through and what gets integrated and blended into something new. You know what I'm saying? That's life, baby. Like fucking... And we're living in this world that's like, no, there's all these systems, there's all these labels, there's these containers that they want. There's not even a they. It's just, that's the operating system of these agreements that we have as people. We say, okay, this means that, and that means that. I think I just said this a little while ago. I don't even know. It's, oh, look at that. It's just a car driving by. It's just just being fed up with just the shit. It's like, why are we doing the stupid shit? Why are we paying for it? And like literally paying for it with our money. It's funny. I say it all the time. I say, it's funny money. Look at that. It's funny. And these are heavy topics and people don't want to hear it. And then you're like, oh, what does it even mean? Like, oh, we're just not going to listen to it. But it's still real. It's still like a fucking thing, even if you don't want to think about it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, let's just pretend. Let's just suppress this. And then what do you know? Where do you wake up? Where do you end up being obligated to that you never signed up for? Prior agreements? On what? Bullshit? I'm just saying. It's a lot of bullshit to me. that I smell and look at when I fucking look across the fucking aisle. Anybody, doesn't matter which side you're on. Or if you claim a side, like in that, it's not saying that you don't. There isn't a place for government, and there isn't democracy, and but why these parties? Why these systems that have failed time and time again? Just because of the label? Oh, I have these affiliations, so that means I vote this way or I lean this way ideologically, based upon a dynamic that is currently and always will be changing. I'm just fucking saying. Like, what the fuck? Why do we have to be tied to, oh, I'm green or I'm yellow or I'm fucking purple or I'm fucking razzmatazz? What the fuck? Razzmatazz. Oh, yeah, baby. It's just stupid. We have communities. We have needs that are dynamic based upon the community and the ever evolving, changing Earth. Which I don't know if you've looked around, because I have, and it's fucking evolving and changing. It's terraforming. Doesn't it's a whole nother topic too. But like, these aren't topics that aren't for another time. We're in the time. And it's the only time. It's right now. 250 plus 1. Anno Domini. I forgot who was counting which year we're in, so you're going to have to tell me. How do you fucking turn this shit off? Every time. Hey, it's me, Bozo Joe Cadobo. Fucking such a dickhead.